Welcome to the stream. I'm Andrew, if you haven't met us. And of course it's Pia. She's got her tea ready.
But I have to find my wine.
Tea and wine, classic combo. We will be playing Suburbia tonight. So thanks for joining us. Suburbia is a tile laying game where we will be grabbing tiles from a market out here and buying them and placing them into a city. And each of those tiles will score in different ways, but we get to make our own little personalized city, kind of like Sim Cities, or any of those video games, but much simpler. You're just grabbing a tile and placing it each time, and at the end of the game, we get to score up. One fun thing about this game is it can become kind of funny, you know, the different hubs that you put in your city. You can put the old folks home next to the factory, and that's each city kind of creates its own little narrative, which is pretty fun. So
We start with 15, right?
we start with 15,
And then
yes.
do we get new goals, or are we starting with
I
goals?
gave us new goals. So we look at both of these goals and secretly choose one to work towards here. Do you want to go first? Set it over there.
Here you go. Can I give
Cool.
this to you?
Yeah.
So 15.
Feel free to. We usually like to kind of start our stream off just chatting with whoever's here. If we know you, that's cool. If you're new, that's also cool. We'd love to hear what some of your favorite games are, or
What you've been playing
what you've
lately,
been playing lately.
or what you're excited about. Any new games you're excited about? We
Atomic Juice Box. Hey, board game.
Hi.
Bam. Hey,
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for closing out the night the other night.
It was great. We enjoyed it.
We realized after you signed off, it like Pia was basically was like, "Oh, I won," because she had met one of the conditions at the top that
It was like instantly you win, and I was like waiting for. Well, I didn't realize it was there, and then also I was waiting for my turn. But
So sorry if you missed the conclusion to that game.
there might be
it was
more
like
of that.
30 seconds after you said goodnight. Yeah.
There was a game that our friend Lexi showed us that I really liked. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a wolf.
It's on Kickstarter. Yeah, it's a wolf theme.
It's like a tabletop RPG, right? So that's what we're excited. Well, I'm excited about. I was wondering if.
Well, the deluxe version of Castles of the Mad King Ludwig is currently on Kickstarter right now, but I don't know if I'll be getting it. But I did regret not getting this one after, and then eventually got it aftermarket. So who knows? I don't know if I need both though, because they're similar games. I don't know if you
These
played
two?
either.
Oh, Suburbia and Mad King
Ludwig, yeah. Atomic Juice Box says, "Yeah, that was a close game. Never seen an even split on achievement cards." Yeah, I mean, we both didn't know what we were doing for the most part, so it's definitely a game where the strategies are just revealing themselves to us. So we've got a lot to learn. It seems like there's a lot there to dig into. So.
Well, and you had said that it gets a little crazy, and I think the first two games we've played have never gotten that crazy, but it might have just been because we were still learning. So it was kind of fun to see. Well, it was fun to win.
Yeah.
But it was fun to see like how it like shifted back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like Mad King Ludwig because of the adjacency bonuses.
Yeah, it's the same designer and publisher. And then yeah, it's kind of his evolution of the system. So in Mad King Ludwig, I don't know. Yo, Money Josh is here in the house.
Hey.
Welcome. We were just talking about the game a little bit. This game is Suburbia, so we're building little towns, kind of like SimCity, but the board game version. And we start with like a suburbs, a park, and a factory, and then we build from there based off of the different buildings that are available to us.
And I think I'm gonna have an advantage because I have logged a lot of hours of SimCity over the course of my life. I feel like we got like a demo, in like 1990, like when I was a kid.
And you've played ever since.
And I've played ever since. And the thing is, it was a demo, so I think you could only play the first like 4 levels, and then you had to buy more. And my dad wouldn't buy me the full game, so I just replay the same.
The same demo each time.
Yeah.
Josh says, "I love SimCity." Yeah, SimCity was definitely one of the big ones when we were kids. It actually ran on my computer, so that was a bonus.
I just like games where I get to play God, and I'm like, this will be here, and I will put this school here.
When I says ditto, maybe the same computer. Yeah, possibly. We got ours from like hand me down from my dad's school job, so it was a used school computer.
And we got ours from Goodwill because my dad, my papa, was very into buying old Macintoshes in the biggest Goodwill in downtown Seattle and like trying to improve it. It was like a hobby.
So this is the deluxe version of the game.
Oh, wait.
Oh, whoa.
I'm happy to report that I won the game, the second game we played. I'm only saying this as many times as anyone who enters the chat because I don't usually win a whole lot of games. I win a specific type of game usually, like a more of a spatial game. But
spatial puzzles you're really good at.
But if it's like head to head with Andrew, I usually don't win, but I usually get a really devious move in, which is a win for me. But anyway, so you can keep talking about the game.
Yeah, this is the deluxe version of the game, so it comes with all these like plastic trays that everything sits in, so it's really easy to set up. You just kind of pull out the trays and then shuffle the tiles.
Which, as someone who doesn't learn games or set up games, you usually do it. Or for you, Manu Josh, play a lot of these like games with a lot of pieces. The trays make a big difference.
Mm-hmm. And it also has this ridiculous like tower over here that you can see. This is like you can't see the top, but it has a little helipad on the top. It looks like a building, and this is where all the tiles come out of.
Did you guys back every player board?
No, we didn't. I got this in the... So Tabletopia is asking if we backed the Kickstarter and got all the player boards. You helped... When we were thinking of getting this, we got it a couple months ago, and just the retail version, which comes with 5 or 6 player boards. But yeah, it is obscene how many player boards come in the Kickstarter version.
Are there that... Like, can the game expand to that many people, or they just wanted a lot of colors?
They wanted a lot of colors. I did realize that they are all different cities. So if you flip this over, it's an actual city. And hey, the Hoppy Meeple. Hey, from Instagram. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream.
We're talking Kickstarter upgrades right now.
Yeah, talking Kickstarter upgrades. The wife and I just recently played this game. Great. Do you guys have the deluxe version or...
Do you have any tips for me?
Yeah, so the other side
this side would be different.
Yeah, it does. So if you look at the...
I don't know if that's worth...
It says this is Washington, D.C., and you would get a special tile to add to this that has, like, something from Washington, D.C. in it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so...
But how many were there? I guess
in the Kickstarter version, it was, like, 15 or...
Whoa,
it was,
really?
I don't know, Tabletopia, if you know how many there were in the Kickstarter version, it was insane. Hoppy Meeple says, yes, all the player boards. Tabletopia 20. Oh my gosh. I was guessing at 15 and and I was thinking that was about as big as it could possibly be, but 20 is insane. It's sitting in a packing box because we just yeah. Oh man. Yeah, moving with a lot of board games.
We haven't moved yet since we got into the hobby. Well, we moved within our apartment building, and the way we moved was we put a blanket down and then put our stuff in the blanket and just walked the blanket up stairs like hobo costume style, like back in the day when you pretended like that was like, or that was like a kid costume you would do.
Yeah.
That's how we moved our stuff. But we were in a studio to a 1-bedroom. But I'm nervous about how we're gonna move if we.
Well, Tabletopia said 18 of their moving boxes were board games. So we'll use that as our metric whenever we do it move. Which
I feel like that would be, that's like, I feel like comparable.
Yeah, probably 18. I could see it being more. It could be less. I don't know.
Wait, so the one we have, the Suburbia, this is retail, but it's deluxe.
So there's the Kickstarter version
Okay.
of the deluxe. So they kickstarted the deluxe version scheme. So we used to have the old version with kind of the less attractive art, and
And interesting enough, I didn't agree to play.
Yeah, you never agreed to play with it. So until now, and then they kickstarted it, and so the Kickstarter version, if you backed it during that month, kind of like the one that they're doing with Matt King Ludwig right now, you get even more bonuses, like 20 different player boards.
Oh, okay. I guess I just never thought about player boards being an upgrade, because I feel like the upgrade you always get is metal coins. Andrew's all about.
I think they have metal coins, and the player boards. It was mostly those different cities.
Got it. Okay.
It wasn't just to have more colors. We do have the giant first player token here. It does come in the retail version. It doesn't light up though, so that's the one downside. There's a light in the Kickstarter version.
That's really funny.
I think I'm okay with most of those upgrades not getting them, but I think the metal coins would have been sweet because I always love metal coins.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any favorite Kickstarter upgrades that you always look for when you're kickstarting something?
That's hard to resist.
It's hard to resist.
Andrew's metal coins.
Yeah.
But should we start as we
yeah, we could
people
probably
let us know.
We've chosen our always metal currency. I recently got what game was it? And I didn't upgrade the metal coins. Oh, Dinogenics. We just played it, and they had metal coins in the Kickstarter, and I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't get them, and then it came, and I was looking for them in the box, and I had never ordered them, so I have no idea what I was thinking. I was like, what's the point of getting the Kickstarter version if I'm not going to get the metal coins?
I wonder if you made a big purchase like recently.
Yeah, it probably was. I felt bad about how much I was spending, so there was probably a realistically good reason not to do it, but when it finally came, I was like, what? Past Andrew, what were you doing?
Yeah, I saw recently the metal coins upgrade on Instagram on somebody's feed, and I was like, oh, those do look nice.
I think your board got moved. Let's move this to where... So we've got little close-up views of our cities that we can switch to if you guys want to see them.
Also,
or if we're talking about what they're like.
How the audio is, or if we cut out, because we are pretty new to lots of different scenes in OBS.
We had some audio issues last time when switching scenes, and so let us know definitely if there's an issue there. All right, so
I saw it, but I didn't read it.
Oh, whoa, you're looking at my goal? Okay,
I didn't.
So our public goals are over here. It's the highest reputation and the most political buildings are gonna get those 2 tokens, and then of course we have our secret goals here. Do you want to go first? The first player token is over there with you.
No, you go first.
Okay, well then gotta move this right here. So everybody knows.
This thing reminds me of something, but I can't remember. You can.
This giant. It reminds you of a building. It reminds you of this building right over here.
No, it's like the color. It reminds me of something.
All right. I'm going to buy the office building. And the office building gets me 1 income and +1 for each adjacent other office building. So I'm just gonna set this
Andrew has played this before years ago.
down here.
Who did you play with?
It was right when I was getting into the hobby. I played
Okay.
with our friends at the time, Josh and them. I think he had it.
Oh, okay.
And then I got it in a trade a few years back, and I couldn't get anyone to play it because of the cover and the way it looked. And then, of course, when the new edition came out, I didn't back at the time. I don't know why. Because I already had a copy, and then I think I still had hope that I could get people to play the older version of it. And it just kept not happening, so I traded that one away and picked this one up. So hopefully, so I have an income of 1 now, and that cost me $9. So I have to, and so I get 1 income, no reputation. Oh, one reputation. Forgot we start with 1, and there we go.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Homeowners Association.
And this is $2 for every home adjacent, or just
everyone
everywhere throughout my
your whole
borough.
town, your borough.
The throughout, huh? I'm gonna go here. It has to touch this line, right? Or can I start going like over here?
It has to touch the.
That makes sense. I was pushing it. Okay, so pay 6.
Also, if I say anything that's just patently false about the rules, feel free to correct me in the chat, because as always, we are notoriously incorrect about a lot of the small rules, which makes big differences.
I think that's I feel bad because I don't really like help with the cognitive load of the rules. I don't know if other people are like, I'm the one who has to like learn and teach the game, or I mean, I've heard some YouTubers will say that like is it
Oh, you were supposed to get 1 population for that one.
Oh, sorry. Does that mean I go up? Is it Monique from what is the How to Play? Is she the one who says that she typically learns the rules?
Oh yeah, before you play. She in a few of her videos she talks about she's the one who learns the rules in their house. There's always one person I feel like in each, if 2 significant others play together, it seems to be one person who's more willing to learn new games through the rules. So
I don't know. Are
if
you
you guys
the rules learners and teachers? What? So let me make sure I did this right. So I got that. I paid the amount, and then I moved. I don't move up.
Did you get $2 per?
$2 per. Oh, that's a bummer. I only get the $2 once I get it.
But you'll also get it every time you add a new residential.
Oh,
place,
I got it.
Yeah. Atomic Juice Box. I am the rules learner by default. Yeah, same. We want to play new games. It's up to me. Although Pia did one time give it her best effort at learning a game and teaching a group. It was a really fun game.
I went to China to do like a volunteer stint, and I went by myself, and I was in Shanghai, and I, for fun, would go to the different board game like meetups, and it was nice because usually the board game meetups were like usually they had like English as a bridge language, so I was like, okay, I can jump in. So there's a lot of like expats, but there's a game that I really enjoyed. Actually, I loved all the games that I played, and it's called, I can't remember the name. It's one that I don't really see a lot. What is it called? What's the game, Andrew, called? Do you know?
Sorry, I was thinking about my turn. Let me
Distract.
get my cash, and then it doesn't affect either of those things. Then I get my income and my reputation, or my population. The game was millions of dollars.
Does anyone know that game? I find that I
think it's published by Matago. It's a small box game, and it's one of my favorite games, and I never see it mentioned anywhere.
But the thing is, a French guy who ran a board game cafe, taught it to me, and then the only time I've actually seen it in a store was when we were in Vancouver, BC, and so
we bought extra copies.
Yeah. But I loved it, so we bought it, and that's one of the few times that I saw a game, played it without Andrew, and then was determined to acquire it. But I tried to teach it, and I was horrible at teaching it. I was like, this is a nightmare. I am botching this.
It wasn't so bad, but every time I teach things, Pia's got a lot of notes, feedback for how I taught it. It was very satisfying for me because I had feedback for her after she taught hers. It was not horrible by any means. Everyone learned the game and we played it well.
But I think I just like learning by doing, just playing and then making mistakes and figuring it out. I don't think I have a hard time with all the rules up front. While some people really want to know the stuff earlier, but
I forgot about this adjacency bonus here with my office building.
Ooh, so this one's +2.
I know there's a lot of different methods people like to learn, either through watching people play or YouTube or, obviously the rule book, but does anyone have any fun strategies that they like to employ while learning a new game?
Yeah, we've been more, Andrew will teach and then we'll play half a game or a few turns so that I can actually apply, because I think when the rules are taught to me ahead of time, all the intricacies, I start forgetting things, and then I'm sure that he has told me XYZ, but unless I'm seeing it and I'm moving the pieces, I completely forget, and I slow everyone down. Okay, I'll try this.
Ooh, going through a solo playthrough. Yeah, I don't typically do that, but I did it recently with Too Many Bones, which I got for Christmas, and it helped a lot, which was great. Yeah, because then I taught Pia, and I kind of knew all the little questions.
+1 for every. Okay, so Andy, can you help me double check? So I put this, and then for every
+1 income for every airport.
So I only have one.
So you get that one, yeah.
Minus for every. We're keeping the airport away from the people. I work in a school district near an airport, so I do know.
You understand?
Yeah, noise. What is it?
Really
noise pollution.
Bougie part of the city over here. The mint. You got that last time. That was nice. I like how the farm is -1 reputation.
Farmlands are beautiful,
but they can smell.
Oh, is that what they're trying to say?
I don't know what they're trying to say. Okay, I've got
-1 reputation. They're not really the city is not really into farm to table type of.
Oh, the mint is so expensive.
We get
I'm gonna get the freeway here.
We are not sponsored, but I was thinking about how we are in the we live in Tacoma, which is near Seattle, and we get our food in, what is it called? Like mailed to us, like HelloFresh, but all the food is locally sourced or within a certain distance from our place. So Tacoma will get food from farms in the nearby area, and then Seattle will get food from Tacoma or up north in Snohomish area, which is where there's more farms. But It's been really nice. It also doesn't have as much packaging, which is always sad in the other companies when you have so much packaging.
Yeah, welcome to the chat, Herbs Gambit, or to the stream. But
Welcome.
thanks for following. I see that you followed us while we were off air, but appreciate that.
I followed him because Ruel had gave him a shout out, and I watched some of your older videos. So thanks for joining. We are excited to join your stream when you stream.
All right, I got all my money from my lake that I just put there next to my office building and waterfront realty.
Lake?
Yeah, tons.
You took
of
them. You
dollars.
took the mint.
Yeah.
And made it a lake, or.
Yeah, I demoed the mint and I cleared the land, made it a lake, and it got me lots of money because I've got these realtors, these waterfront realtors.
I feel like conceptually my people need a farm, but I also know that food can be brought in outside of our borough. But I feel like I want. Do you have a highway or a freeway adjacent for each city or each? Okay. I hope this is okay because that's what I did. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I don't want to dig into the rules right in the middle of the stream.
You know what? I don't know if I've been getting money.
You know what? I didn't get my money or my 2, 3, 4.
I moved up a population. Now we need to rewind.
We should both be at the same population, okay. So you'll go up this turn.
And then when do I get my money?
Each turn. You'll get your income.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my income is 1.
Yeah. Bummer. Last time you had the mint, so you went.
Oh,
that's
like your first
why.
Purchase. I was like, I feel.
That's why I turned it into a lake. I was like, I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Well, I was like, what's up with my low cash flow? It's okay.
Also, thanks everyone for joining the stream. I see a few people are rolling in.
I'm building a freeway, and for each adjacent. Okay, I don't really know if this is a good strategy, but we're going with it. Okay, who shuffled these?
I did.
Interesting.
No, we both did. I shuffled the A's. You shuffled the B's. Okay. So we must be getting into the B's now. This is the vanilla version of the game. We're not playing with any of the expansions right
I'm not ready for the expansion.
We're not ready for that, yeah. As you can tell by watching us. Ooh, I'm flush with cash. I can reach a little bit further. Oh, there's another farm and a landfill.
I need to get more money. And that's the...
All right. Yeah, they really add. I mean, it's really cool how much they add to the game. But we are not ready for that right now.
This is a game that we were saying earlier to chat that Andrew has played, but I have not. Would you consider this a classic? Like,
yeah, I'd say this is a modern classic. Yeah. It's been around since 2012, 11 or so, which by board game standards is a long time to still be popular.
Atomic Juice Box, I see. Yeah, the lack of money early on is a killer. Okay, this makes me feel better because I'm like, what am I doing wrong here? There's.
All right, and do remind me, you guys can help me out with the rules so I don't have to dig into the rule book. Do we have to place it adjacent to 2, or can we just place it off of 1 tile?
You're talking about the lake?
Any tile that we get, like you have here. I'm questioning myself now whether or not that was good advice.
My builders do what they want.
Anyways, I am going to be spending $10 on the landfill to get more cash flow coming in.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
And I'm going to put it right next to the lake. This is a really pretty lake for the waterfront realty. They have this, which gets me
This is bad.
$4.
I don't know how I'm gonna get any money because I only have one, and then I have to buy something in this turn.
I mean, you can get a lake for free.
I think I'm getting a lake,
And then you can also always buy one of these bad boys.
and they're cheap.
Yeah, they're generally cheaper.
Okay, I'm going with the lake.
Atomic Juice Box, thanks for the help. Yeah, I think Eddie. I'm doing it anyways. We're playing that way. We'll just be consistent. That's the most important thing. And then I'll go back into the rules later and I'll find out if I did it wrong.
Okay, I got a lake.
No matter what we do, it won't be as bad as one of our first streams. We actually had the game designer join us, and we played it really wrong for about halfway through the stream. And he didn't correct us.
He was a good person.
He was nice. He was which was very nice. But then we realized it about 3/4 of the way through the stream and felt very embarrassed.
What is the So Andrew, I placed this one, and then I get $2 for each adjacent.
So and I didn't
got
even collect my income from the last round.
4.
I keep doing this.
So I get $8. Yeah, that's been the cool thing, because we started streaming ever since our kid was born, so that we just play more games, and people are just so nice.
They are, yeah. The people have been really nice.
And if anything, I feel like watching streamers play games makes me really like want to play more games. Whether or not it's the game that they're playing, I'm just like, oh, they're having fun. We could have fun. Maybe it's the FOMO. It's the like triggering or like triggering that in my brain. So here you go. So I got $2, $4, $6, $8 from that, and then I don't have any population or money to adjust. There you go.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, Herbs Gambit. Just looked it up. Lake tile needs to be adjacent to one or more tiles. Thank you. Yeah, that helps. Because there's so many games where it requires you to be next to 2 tiles that as soon as I start playing and I start staring at the board, I get confused. Usually knowing more games helps you, or helps me, but every once in a while it confuses me more than it helps me. Because I'm like, okay, there's another game where you can only build off 2 tiles.
Oh, 2 like edges?
Yeah. Did we grab it? Did you discard? Oh, no, you did the lake. We got lots of
Options?
business buildings here. Business supply store, fancy restaurant.
I keep thinking of it being
Everything is a
SimCity.
negative population right now, or reputation.
Oh yeah, mine. You know what? That was my problem. I was buying a bunch of stuff that didn't increase money or like reputation.
My city's getting really weird all of a sudden. I'm going to buy this fancy restaurant and place it here. So we've got like, I don't know. I'm gonna zoom in because I set this up and
You want to try
I'm
it
having
out?
fun here. Yeah. So you'll see here I've got the fancy restaurant, the office building, the waterfront realty, and I have to finish my turn here.
Oh,
I haven't got all my bonuses yet.
you're just
I'm describing what's going on here. Around this lake, and then so everyone's like benefiting a whole bunch of money from this beautiful lake, and then I've got my landfill over here. They're all just staring at the landfill, which I have quarantined on the other side of the lake. All right. I need 3 income and -1 income for every restaurant built after this one. So the fancy restaurant has to be better than all the other restaurants. And then this gives me 4 because it's next to the lake. And that's it.
Okay.
I gotta take my turn income as well.
Play
Get
this.
my 1 reputation.
Oops, wait.
There's no reputation bonuses right now. There's coming out. This is gonna be a very low
+1.
scoring game.
And then my money, which is still 1. No, my income is 2. My income is 2 now.
Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of money now, but no one likes the city. We need to make a viral video. Get a viral to go video to go viral in our town, and people will come here.
Plus.
Oh, the community park. Of course, they should be building those.
Community park.
Yeah, let's see what this is. Berg von Alspine Stadium. All right, I am gonna spend. Ooh, that's expensive. $12 plus $8. Oh, do I even have 20? 3.
Business supplies.
Oh, that's all my cash. I'm getting it. Because...
Whoa! That place is fancy over there.
Oh, I have this heavy factory though.
I'm not gonna like this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That gets me 3 population. 1, 2, 3. And 1 reputation. Coming in here, and then I get $7 for my income because we're wealthy over here. Just don't have anything interesting. And then 2 more population.
Oh my gosh. I can't afford anything. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to be making another... okay.
So before we went live, we were checking into Ruel stream, Rolling with Ruel, which is always kind of our hype stream that we watch on our way here. But he was playing. Oh dang it! What's the name of the game? It's the deck builder, the Egyptian deck builder, the premium edition. Anyways, it was getting me hyped to play that game again. What's the name of it?
I guess that's it.
Valley of the Kings. Thank you, Atomic Juice Box. Oh my gosh, I was about to get up and go look in my closet. I was like, I need to know. But we were in there, and he said he was gonna raid us later, so we might get a crew, which is always fun to see a bunch of people jump in here. We are, I think, at 42 followers right now, which we just need 8 more at this point to get to apply for affiliate status, which would be really exciting.
It's just been fun to play more games and chat with people who play.
Totally, yeah. I think it's just fun to have a goal, too.
Oh,
yeah. Not that. The main goal is just to be playing more. Oh, we didn't refill it for you.
It's okay. I wasn't going to be reaching over there anyways. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. 2.
And remember, we also have these ×2 things.
I might need that because it's been a tough hang over here. We don't have any money.
Yeah, I don't know if
gritty.
I don't know if I shuffled this very well. Well, we both shuffled it.
And then for money, I get 2. Man.
And 1 reputation.
I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. What?
1 reputation.
How did that get me a reputation?
Or 1 population, sorry. Because of your reputation's 1. You get 1 every turn.
I do? I don't think I've been getting that.
You have when I've been doing it. Have you
Okay.
not been doing it?
No.
Let's give you 2. If you win by 2 points, though, just know that this is. Yeah, you always get your population based off of your reputation every turn.
I did not do that at all.
Oh, there's another mint. I don't have money. Your airport hub over there. Business supply store. That sounds nice. Let's look at it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Are you just
I'm
looking
just
at
looking.
it?
I'm just looking.
I really like sliding the.
It is very
thing.
satisfying.
I think I've been sliding it like even before you've made. Okay, I think I might need one of these plus these like I need to use these multipliers because things are tough over here.
All right, I am just gonna get a suburb for $3, and I will discard from the market this airport.
What have you all been playing lately? We were gonna play. Andrew set out like 3 games, and all of them sounded good. But this is the one we picked for today.
It gets me 2, 1, 2, and an additional 1 here. Oops. My income. And 3 more population. So I'm going to cross my first red building. 1, 2, 3. Lowers both my income and my reputation. Atomic Juicebox says, just played a part of a game of Mice and Mystics. Nice! Yeah. We played through most of that campaign. And it was great. Are you playing it solo, or do you have kids, or with a friend?
Online?
Online.
There's so many options.
Yeah, there's so many options now.
Here's the. Can you watch my turn so I'm making sure I'm doing everything right? So I'm gonna buy a tile. So here's my money, and then I'm buying this using that price. I'm putting this near this, and then
you're gonna get your income bonus here.
Up, and then do I get another 2 for it being here? And then I don't get negative, and then I adjust my population. There's no population with this, and then a new tile comes out.
But you also have this bonus here.
+1 money.
Yeah, income.
This?
Yeah, for each office building that's next to it.
Ooh. Did I do that office building last time? While you do your turn, I'm going to double check to make sure I've done all my...
Add up your stuff.
Yeah, I started here.
So, before your turn ends, you're going to get your income.
Oh, 4. It feels so good.
And you're going to get your population.
And then... So I'm going to double check, but you can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, this is supposed to. Oh, there's a casino out there now. Oh, we're getting close to the end here. We're within the. Oh, and an elementary school. Look at that.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This gets me 1, 1.
Yeah.
And then this gets me 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4 because of this.
Why do you get it twice?
I don't know. That's my question. Is that because these are independently +1?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then this gets me more. They've been skimping out on me. I haven't been paying attention to the rules. So then this gets me 4 right here. And then 5. and 6.
And the negative 1. So 5.
Okay, I only had one more. I thought I was sitting on some cold hard cash, but it was.
I went to a game cafe with a friend and had outdoor tables. Ooh, great.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Are you in a place that's warm enough to sit outside, or did you just brave the cold? Because in the Northwest, it's actually not too bad out right now.
Not really.
But I saw something earlier today that it's getting really cold in a lot of parts of the U.S.
Oh yeah, yeah. The outdoor tables would be great. When we had people over, we just been opening our windows. That's like we've only had like 2 people over. Usually it's after they recently got a COVID test. But I don't like feeling cold. So part of me is like, this is worth it, but I'm also uncomfortable. So now we're just playing a lot.
And
Andrew plays a lot of games on Tabletop Simulator with his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I listen to the drama from the other room while I watch TV. Because they play more like higher conflict, higher interaction games.
And okay, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then they both decrease 1. Oh my gosh, these red roofs! I forgot how brutal they can be. Atomic Juice Box says just moved from Texas. Moved to Texas. Oh yeah, you said you moved earlier. From the Seattle area in January. Still gets chilly at night, but yeah, it is always funny. I think to people who live in those areas when you come from Seattle. Comes from Seattle, and you think it's really warm. We once for a honeymoon we went to Hong Kong, and cold for them is like 75, and so I was walking around in shorts, and we went in January. I was walking around in shorts and a t-shirt, and people were looking at me like I was insane.
We were getting food like in
outdoor
dining, like from the. Is it hawkers? Is the term? Like
the street food.
The street food, and people would be like, "Are you okay?" And like trying to get us to like they weren't really. I think they were confused that we wanted to sit outside. Like I think they thought maybe we thought there was an indoor eating area. We're like, no, we're good. But
Herb's Gambit says, being from SoCal, we don't do well in cold weather. Our cold weather is 60. Yeah, we hosted some Japanese students once, and it was in April, and it was one of the first really nice days in Washington.
First sunny day.
And people go blow their minds.
They're beside themselves.
Yeah, on the first sunny day, and it was probably like, it might have been 60. And everyone.
But it was clear.
Yeah, but it was sunny out. And everyone and their brother was running outside with their shirts off in short shorts.
They were like, well, they're not. Well, I mean, that one person was in shorts,
yeah.
But they were like the exchange students were like pointing outside at the people running, and we're like, this is not normal. Like, there's usually like people are active here generally, but not like there's so many people outside because they're like coming out from.
Yeah, they kept telling us, they're like, that's illegal at home. Like, people get arrested if they were wearing that.
I was like, these people should probably get arrested.
Yeah.
No, but it was just, a little bit of give. Like, there's a little sun, and then everyone. I mean, they used it as an excuse.
Yeah.
But speaking of the cold and it being relative, Andrew, we met up with some of his former high school teachers, and they were like in their big puffy down like knee length jackets.
Oh, this is in Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong,
yeah.
During the winter, and they were like, it feels silly because we used to be able to like bear the weather, like the cold, way better, but when you move here, it just, your brain, I don't know, just doesn't get used to it, or it's relative because you have to deal with a warmer climate.
Mm-hmm. You get used to it. I think wherever you move, you end up acclimating, and you start thinking a different temperature is cold.
Yeah, I had some cousins that moved to Southern California, and they just love the temperature. They're like, this is the temperature my body wants to be. And Seattle's like a very mild like climate, so relatively speaking, if any Minnesotans were here, they were like, you guys don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm chatting. This is the I realized.
This is how you keep missing your income.
Well, Herb's Gambit was talking about feeling cold, and I can identify with. I'm usually complaining that I am not the temperature I want to be. Adjacent. I guess this is fine. No.
Yeah, I would love the temperature to be nice to be able to meet outside, because that's how we were playing games over the summer, was meeting outside with people.
Okay, watch this. $2, $4, $6. Then income phase, right? So then there is the adjacent here, newly adjacent thing, right? So it's plus here because I just added this guy.
But that's not on there. That's a lake. That's not one of the.
Oh, okay.
I would think a lake would make a park look nicer, but whoever designed this game
did not. Maybe a man-made lake. Okay. All right, I did it for the money, so that's what I deserved. So I get 5 and 1.
Slowly moving your population
game.
up. And we've got this here. Ooh, power station.
Yeah, it's been fun playing 2-player games, but there's been a couple that I've seen people play online, or like post a picture, and then I'm like, oh, Andrew, do we have that game? And then he reminds me that while we do have it, it might not be the best at 2-player.
Oh wait, I can't afford this. What am I doing? It's $16, of course.
You went to the bank. They're like, what are you doing?
I was like, this has a lot of great stuff on it. Why didn't you buy this?
That's kind of like when in Seattle, or like that. Like
the Office of Bureaucracy is negative to reputation. I can relate to that.
I like how a stadium is supposed to be a
government building.
Government building.
Oh, here we go. This will be all of my money. And I'm going to put this post office here.
Does the game end when all these tiles come out?
Yes.
All right, buckle up, everybody. The last stream we had, I said that I was going to make a comeback. And I didn't know how it was going to happen. And it happened. We tied, and then
I can't avoid my heavy factory or my landfill any longer. All right, I'm just gonna have to do it. Oh, I could go here.
Oh, I need to be buying these things. This is what I need to be. Oh, there's only 2 more suburbs?
Yeah, there's only 4 in the game.
Ooh.
Okay, postal service.
That's my next move.
And I get +1 income per office building. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Making bank.
Okay, watch this. Are you done?
I'm just earning my income and my population.
I'm really not doing something interesting. I'm just, when I'm saying
whoa, 20's here. It says get it, Pia.
What's up, Tricky? I am learning this game.
It's basically SimCity. Let's take a closer look, Tricky, at Pia's city she's built over here.
$2
oh no! Can you push your city up a little bit?
$2. I'm earning my income. Push it up.
Yeah, there we go. You can see it. It's just a lot longer
So
than that.
Oh, maybe I should
So,
put it
what do we got here? She's got a lot of lakes.
here. Because I didn't have a whole lot of money, Tricky 20, so I was just digging holes in the ground.
She's got lakes, and she only has one residential place.
No, I just
but,
put one down.
Yeah, she just now got her second, and a ton of she's
there's
trucking
2.
people in with her freeway and her airport to get them to work
So I
here.
got the 2 there. And I get 2 people, right? 2 up here. Yeah? 2 up here. So that goes up 2 over there.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Not reputation.
1, 2.
We don't have a whole lot of reputation here.
I haven't used my 2 time, my
Two times.
double. All right, so I am going to spend my turn doubling Berg von Alspach.
Tricky 20. I am learning how to decorate cookies. That's why I gave you an undecorated cookie the other day. But I just found this recipe for compost cookies, which sound gross. I don't know if people in the chat know what this is, but it has like salty things like pretzels or potato chips. That's the twist. And I was planning on making them today so that there was a special stream snack for you. But I didn't get to it. But cookies are in your future, just so you know. Check in the rules. Oh, I should plan my next turn.
Oh, okay, got it. I was a little confused by the double points one, or the double thing. So I'm doubling my Berg von Alspach, which I get +1 reputation for 1, 2, 3. Jumping my reputation. I'm gonna just get a huge influx of people. Herb's Gambit, those cookies sound interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had them yet, but I figured if we didn't like them, we would have pretzels and chips, and chocolate chips that we could eat as a snack outside of them in cookie form. So I think the idea is that you use those things if you already have chips and pretzels at home, but we don't really have a whole lot of snack foods if I acquired them. But I will report back if they're any good. I like sweet and salty things together, and I can imagine that it'd make the the texture of the cookie interesting. But I'm not a big baker, but I feel like it's a good way to warm up the house. I turn on the oven.
Tricky says yes. I love it when anyone experiences on food and I get to eat it. Then you probably like being friends with Pia.
I do like experimenting a lot.
Yeah.
Tricky 20 is the king experimenter of campfire foods. He has this, what is it? Is it a cast iron pie like sandwich thing? I don't know how
it's like 2 cast iron things that hook together, and then you can put a sandwich in there and grill it.
But when we're camping, Tricky grabs all the various items of food that people have brought
and are leftovers.
And are leftovers,
meals.
and he makes like really great experimental food, experimental camp food. I'm gonna go here.
Herb's Game says reminds me a bit of Earth Kwame chips, which are potato chips with flavors mixed. Whoa! Ruel is raiding us. Raid!
Oh wait, we're not ready.
Go get the raid
idol.
The raid idol.
I don't know where it is.
It was right here. We just had it.
We just cleaned. Oh,
it got cleaned. The raid idol. Here we go. Burp, 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 burp. This is our raid idol. He comes out when he gets raid. Thank you, Ruel. We were getting hyped to play on your channel when you were playing Valley of the Kings, so we're very, very excited that all you guys are here.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
We were just talking
Sarah
about
song.
cookies, Specifically, Herb's Gambit was
Oh,
telling us about.
we're getting followers. We're getting another
whoa.
raid, a second raid. Dfub is raiding with 12. Thank you, Dfub, and a follow.
This-
Private Invested Gamer and Duchess 1105. Oh my gosh, and Sorrow Song. This is awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Double raid, colorful flower. So the raid idol has to go extra crazy. I don't know what he does when we got 2 raids going on.
I don't know.
He comes. I try to balance him on my head.
Oh my
Maybe I don't know.
gosh.
This is a bad idea. Okay,
The
yeah, I'm not doing that because I don't know if you can tell, but this is like really heavy.
this is
We'll stick him out here in between us as the raid comes in.
this is a Legends of the Hidden Temple idol that's like, I don't know what it's made out of, but it's definitely hard. But it was left
Panda Angel, hey, how's it going?
in my dorm room, at my dorm room door.
And then this is Dr. Alan Grant. He comes out. So we do we copy Ruel and do analog alerts here, and and so Dr. Grant comes out whenever there is a new follow. So he's gonna come and thank everyone for the new follows, which is 3 Thanator 8, Meeple Conrad, Silver Metal Tavern. Wow, Nomadic Odin. Let's go, Caro. Welcome to the stream. We are
Andrew
Pia
and Pia.
and Andrew.
This is Andrew's childhood Jurassic Park toy. This is a toy that I acquired in college.
As an adult.
As an adult. And we are playing SimCity board game.
Suburbia.
Yeah. But I played SimCity as a kid.
Ruel says double
And
raid
adult.
means buy more raid idol. Speaking of buying things, Ruel, I did mean to tell you that our conversation earlier about Rococo Deluxe, it is in the mail and is arriving tomorrow. So thank you for helping me convince Pia that we needed Rococo Deluxe.
So for those in chat, Andrew employed Ruel for a strategic mind attack, a mind assault, where they convinced me that Rococo Deluxe needed to be part of our collection. It wasn't very much. It was just Ruel's like, you should get it. And Andrew said, Ruel said you should get it.
You know, the internet agrees. So thank you so much. Yeah, this is a legit Dr. Alan Grant toy from when I was a kid. He fought off a lot of velociraptors as a child, and now it's welcoming new followers. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I'll give you guys a little tour of our cities now that you're here. Let's start with. Should we start with yours or?
No, yours.
Start with mine. Okay, I gave you a little tour of my city. We're about 2/3 of the way through the game. I've built up this little area here of really beautiful, fancy restaurant, waterfront realty, office building with this lake next to it. And I don't know if you guys noticed, right across the lake is the landfill, which I've corn dusted off. So they all have to smell and stare at this landfill on the other side of this lake. So that's the main thing going on.
They like signed petitions and had like town hall meetings that were like, this landfill cannot go here. But,
it's the way it is. It's the way it is. We'll switch over to Pia's here. There is some stuff going on in chat, so I'm gonna just through here. We got private investment gamer. Well, just hit 50. Hey, we got 50. We were talking about that earlier tonight. We were so close. We got 50, so that means
What does that mean?
50's followers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
This has been really exciting just to be doing this. We now are eligible to, all our stats are eligible to apply for affiliate status. So we might do that. So that'll be exciting.
And ultimately, we've just been playing more games, which is
the win is that we've played a lot more games since we started streaming. So
and the other thing I said too was if we're gonna stream, we gotta clean the house before, like we would in a game night, like a standard game night. So we've been cleaning the house more. We've been playing more games. And we've been talking about board games a lot with people, so that's been super fun.
Yeah, we've been meeting a lot of people, which is really exciting. Nomadic Odin says, I've got back I just got back from hanging with a couple colleagues, played some Splendor. Yeah,
Ooh.
just got home to watch some other tabletop games. Welcome to the stream, Nomadic Odin. Splendor, that was for years one of our favorite games. We recently passed it on to a couple who was looking to play some games together. They're new to the hobby during the pandemic, so they wanted to be able to play, and it's a great two-player game. So we haven't played it since then, but we got the original version with the weighted chips and everything. Loved that. Congrats, people saying congrats for the 50 followers. Thank you guys so much.
That's so sweet.
Ruel says Board Games May always say DF Ube. Oh, DF Ube. Okay, sorry, it's not DFUB. Yeah, we have a friend whose screen name is Pajone. But it's spelled PJ1, and so that's always something that
They always call him PJ1.
So sorry about getting that wrong, DF Ube.
We know how because of our friend Pajone PJ1, how he reacts when it's mispronounced. We can understand.
Silver Meadow says affiliate, yeah. Nomadic, hey, DF Ube, just missed you guys. Happy to raid with you. Thank you so much for the raid. That means you got more spam emotes ready. Yes, we just Pia just finished drawing our prof pick, prof pick, which is a fun take on the Fight Club cover. So,
which
if anyone caught that, you should let me know if you noticed that as part of it, but.
I haven't seen it, and Andrew had to explain to me, like, no, the bar of soap, I don't know what it is, needs to be here, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, can you please tell me why it needs to be in this position? And Andrew's like, I can't tell you. And then, apparently it's a rule that he can't talk about Fight Club, which I've heard people say that as a reference, but it didn't fully connect.
Yeah. Grizzly Diz says the best part of game night is having a reason to clean the house. Yes. There's a bot in here. How do I
think when when we stopped playing like when the pandemic hit and we weren't having people over to play games, our house got so messy. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't just game night. People's places were like, well, it's just us here.
Yeah, Private Investment Game agrees. He got into just to play some more. Yeah, we've been playing a lot more. Surprisingly, since having a kid, we've played more games just because we started streaming. Than before we had the kid, but not before the pandemic. So, Nomadic Owns says it's been a long time since I've streamed a board game, and now I'm doing my first in a long while tomorrow. Scythe, yes,
nice.
Scythe is one of our favorites. We brought it over to the Philippines last year with family. And every time dinner would kind of wrap up and we're all, everything starts slowing down after dinner and everyone's like looking for the next thing to do, there would always be someone in the room that starts whispering, Scythe, Scythe. And then it would start getting louder and then eventually Scythe would come out and we'd play it.
The whispers for Scythe were always very funny because then it kept happening every night. So I would just be like, I wonder at what point in dinner is the Scythe whispers gonna start? Because they started pretty late. You got I didn't think there was a game of Scythe in that night. Like it was too late, and they fit it in, and then they did not wake up. We have a bunch of cousins who have a really high endurance for games, like Andrew. So they would play a full day of games and then.
Okay. Ruel says defoob.
Andrew.
It's not ube like the food. We'll get it right. Thanks so much. Tricky 28 PJ1. Defoob is actually pronounced fudge. Well, thanks again, Defoob. Sorry, and if we've got it wrong again, we'll correct ourselves next time.
We'll keep correcting ourselves till we
get it right.
This is a stream guarantee.
Yeah. We have to do it for the rules of the games we play, and we have to do it for when we call people's names. That's wrong. So we got some more chat. You stuck with it. Oh, sorry, I just didn't catch up on the chat there.
And then
And
5.
Nomadic Odin says, I would take 2 days today and yesterday to clean up. Yeah, so you can stream. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll switch back. We're just chatting here. I had zoomed into Pia City because we were going to chat about that. And then I just got so wrapped up what's going on in the chat and excited about saying defoob wrong. So, anyways, thanks again for joining us, everyone. Grizzly Diz followed us here. Dr. Alan Grant, thanks you so much. He'll follow you back, but not all the way back to your home because that is creepy. And Silver Medal Tavern, yeah, can't see my face. And Ruel says, yeah, I just like to say Foob. I don't know if I'm doing it right now. Yeah, Foob. Anyways, I hope I'm doing it okay.
The double raid has just...
Yeah, it just blew our mind. You know, we hit 50. We're at 53 now.
We don't know how to switch scenes right now.
So, thank you guys so much for all the chats and stuff. But I do want to know whether or not Ruel won his game of Valley of Kings, because we love that game. I've never played the solo version, so let us know if it was good, too. Thanks, Ruel. He says, y'all are doing great. Double raid broke. Board game spam. Oh, no, you lost.
Broke us good.
Yeah, it broke us in the best way possible. I think it was your turn.
I finished.
Okay. Did you want to give everyone a tour of your city? We were zooming in for that.
No, I can tour if you have a long turn.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. The city, the personality of the cities is a definitely fun part of this game. And I have enough money for the stadium. Finally, $15. And I am putting
Atomic Juice Box. I fixed my cash flow problem. But I appreciate you normalizing my really low cash flow situation earlier. It's feeling a lot better now. I feel like I got some wiggle room. I'm paying attention to my turns.
So I get $8 here. Oh man, the stadium is great. If you can afford it, I would recommend. I don't think there's any left in the game though. So.
Is there only one or two?
I.
Oh yeah, you
discarded the other one. I made that happen.
Oh right.
And then I get 8. So 29 to 37. Got a few things coming in here.
After you pass.
Colorfly Girl says, gotta head off to bed. Thanks for joining us, Colorfly Girl.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks again for the congrats on the 50. We got Panda Angel lurking in the back there. Bones John says hi from England. Hi John. Hi to the other side of the world. Good morning to you. How does the future look? Hopefully it's a.
What
nice
are you having for breakfast? What are you excited for the day? That's crazy that you have your whole day ahead of you.
I know. It's always wild. Herbs, again, no worries about all the technical things you learn as you go. You're having fun, and that's what counts. Yeah, thanks.
I appreciate
thanks for the support. Oh my gosh, you guys are too nice. And we are having lots of fun. That it is always fun to get rated, and especially rated by Ruel here, who kind of inspired us to do this whole thing in the first place.
Yeah.
So super exciting.
Absolutely. I was running out of TV shows to watch while I was nursing, and I finished I've never watched The West Wing, and that's the one I want. I never watched The West Wing, and I finished all 6 seasons in a month and a half, and I was like, I need something to do, and I'm gonna start watching Twitch. It was my solution. Which out of the two of us, it would not be I wouldn't be the one who would be checking out board games, streaming board games. So
it was surprising.
That's the twist of the pandemic, at least in our house. It was.
Ruel says, truth, tech issues are part of the fun. And Bones John says hi to Panda Angel. And
One
yeah,
for your
Herb says it's a badge of honor when things go wrong, especially audio. And that is what went
One,
wrong
two,
last stream
three.
was our audio for a moment there. It was super loud. I smoothed that up though. Hopefully fixed it.
Is this correct, Andrew?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3 for each.
Yeah, for each of those. Yeah, income. It's a power
Is
station.
that?
Yeah, that's huge. Because all the powerful ones are coming out now because we're into the C deck.
Oh, got it. Okay. So then, and then I get my income, which is 8.
And yeah, your population as well. So
1, 2, 3. Oh wait. So what is that? I have not been.
you can do it, but your population's 1, so it's just been kind of ticking up slowly right now.
We don't have people. No, we haven't. I just put these guys out a little while ago.
Yeah, but they give you straight up population. They don't give you reputation, which is sorry, I said that incorrectly. Your reputation is 1. Ruel says y'all are too kind. Thank you. No, thank you, Ruel. Thank you. Really, we've been playing so much more since that. Pneumatic Odin, Lupin on Netflix. Not enough folk are talking about that one. I haven't heard of that one.
I think I've seen the it's your turn, by the way.
Oh.
I think I've seen the what is it, the banner. Oh, I should put that down. I should write that down.
Bone John says 5:15 in the morning, so I haven't thought about breakfast yet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's before like the world has like, what is it? Like the Matrix has like set up the world. It's like when everything is like lines and whatnot.
Yeah. He's learning Blender 3D. Is that for 3D printing? I don't know Blender 3D. Let us know though. Defoob.
I want to know.
Head off to bed. Thank you for the raid, Defoob. Or I think that's what we ended on. Defoob.
He's never gonna rate
He's never gonna rate us
You
again.
keep ruining it.
But he'll be lurking for a bit. So
Thank you.
thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Bones John, Lupin is fantastic. Great. Yeah, we'll have to check that one out. Let's
Yeah, I'm always
Gotta
up. If
put
there's
that
any
on our
other
list.
like suggestions, we realized very early on when we had this kid, which is our first kid, that we need to watch something when we're like waking up to feed him, because we were not prepared. So West Wing was suggested to me, and then I finished it, and then I'm looking for some more shows.
All right, I'm buying an elementary school. And I'm
I
trying
actually-
to avoid the heavy factory to put it next to.
I earlier saw a school next to a casino, which I went to a school that was pretty close to a casino, and I think that's like against the rules, but I think there was a really large street in between us and the casino, so it was okay. But I kind of wanted to replicate it in my city, but I don't know if it strategically makes sense to be doing that.
All right, I'm gonna get my income.
Recreating
Your
my
casino school.
my childhood city, school adjacent to a casino.
8. Ooh. These red roofed buildings are really killer. They just keep coming more and more often.
Okay, I'll do
We
this.
asked the chat earlier, but for anyone who joined us since then, tell us some games you've been enjoying recently. We always love to hear what you guys have been playing.
It gets us excited to
It gets us
play.
hyped, and maybe we'll play it on our next stream.
I think also, I feel like right now, at least in this apartment, having a board game renaissance of sorts, where I'm a little willing to play new games, or games that I'm not, like, aren't always my, like, preference, just because we're home a bit more because of the pandemic and we're on maternity and paternity leave. But also I think I'm watching a lot of shows, and I like that kind of passive activity, but then I'm also craving like a little bit more like something more active, like more mental stimulation. So board games, I mean, it's great because usually I'm the one who's like, I'm too tired.
Yeah.
Just 3.
We have Nomadic Odin was doing a weekly run from Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, but your neighbor moved. Oh, so sad.
11.
We were right getting a campaign going right before the pandemic, and it's
Of
all
Pandemic Legacy.
Pandemic Legacy, but also Gloomhaven.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Gloomhaven campaign
And I had just bought an insert because I was like, oh, it'll be easier to set up. And now, a year later, my insert is in 10 different pieces, and I'm still working on building it. So,
well, and here's the thing,
I just don't have any pressure to build it now because I'm not going to be playing it for a while.
Well, he has the insert and he just left it on the windowsill, and it's like really dark, and I'm just like, oh, it's like such an eyesore. And Andrew's like, I'm working on it. I'm like, okay, we gotta leave it out because if we put it away, Andrew's never gonna work on it, and then it just isn't happening. But it's fallen off the windowsill so many times. I feel like it's just.
I keep having to rebuild parts of it because it breaks, anyways.
Or like cat jumps up near it.
It's not getting played anytime soon, so also the pressure's low. Bone John says, yeah, Board Game Spam, Blender 3D is software modeling and animating. It's incredible. You can create objects in Blender that you can then 3D print at home. That is awesome.
Oh, that's
3D printer is the perfect pairing with the board game hobby, which I haven't got into it at that point, but I know I've seen some of the things people create for inserts and different things. So
that's board games make such a, it's like the application. Actually, before I start this, I just moved myself up 3, and then I get 11, right? But then I also get an adjacency bonus here.
Mm-hmm.
So then do I go up 1 more?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, and then I get 12.
You have a skyscraper?
Yeah. But it's going to be the only one. It's going to be the star of the show because I do not want -1.
Yeah. Thematically, the thing I wonder is what's in these negative spaces? What's in them?
Just like
just
empty
a black
lots.
hole.
Like empty lots.
Oh, okay.
But actually I was thinking about empty lots, and
so you are crossing your first red roof, which means both of these go down 1. Oh, sorry. I'll let you.
There is a Hey Arnold episode about an empty lot that is it was one of my favorite ones, and it just made me think about that. A city with empty lots in a city. But shoot, I forgot what I was saying. There was something about, I forgot.
I am going to build. I don't have a ton of money right now. I'm gonna spend 3 in this heavy factory, which gets us 1 income and no negative to that. And then
wait a second.
Get my money here. $6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both these go down 1. You're talking about the private lot, I think.
No, before that. Heavy factory. Let's see.
Private investment gamer saying that he's gonna be learning Mysterium later. And
Mysterium was a game that we, if he's still here, my cousin Josh, he's would say he doesn't like playing games. He doesn't like learning games, but he likes playing games. But that was one that we played because it almost feels like an activity because it's like an experience.
Private investment gamer asked what the naughty word was because your thing got auto mod, and I skimmed it and clicked OK before I checked to see what word was. That was causing the problem. I don't see anything in there that would be a problem. So, sorry, I can't. I'm not entirely sure. Sheriff or Dixit? I don't know. Private investment gamer says, I know how to play it, but we play games with chat, so we house rule and integrate it so chat can be a player. Oh, codenames and concepts seem to go down off of that. That sounds fun. So chat is you use chat in the game as kind of a game mechanic.
Oh, that's good. This is okay. I'll do that. 10 adjacent plus 1 for adjacent. So that's.
Don't go negative. Don't go negative.
I do remember what I was going to say. When I first heard about or like learned about 3D printers years ago, the application I heard about was for prosthetics because I'm an occupational therapist. So I was like, that's interesting. I'm not really sure. Like, it was really exciting to read about, and like because it's so much easier and accessible to build custom orthotics, but specifically for like children because they grow so quickly and it's so expensive to get things made. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I wonder, like, it was just interesting. And then I heard that it was becoming like not personal level, but when like 3D printers were like hitting homes, and I was like, oh, this makes a little bit more sense. I was like, they're building all these 3D machines, but all they do are build like, well, not all they do. That's amazing that they can make custom orthotics, but it's been kind of cool to learn about all the applications like that are
Beyond that.
yeah, big and small. But I remember learning it in school, like, and like seeing the older 3D printers that were like huge, pictures of it. We didn't like use it or anything.
Crossed another red roof.
And for those who don't know what an occupational therapist is, it's someone who works in like rehab, usually with people's hands, but also with like children with disabilities and whatnot. But usually have to explain it. The example Andrew always gives is occupational therapists are like Mr. Miyagi, where they're trying to get someone to do a motion by having them wax the car or paint the fence, while like physical therapists would have you do like an exercise regimen. So it's like embedded exercise would be OT, and then PT would be more like reps for this type of thing. So they work usually together.
Private investigator says code names. Oh, the chat is always on his team. And Bones John says the word was all those symbols. Yeah, word 7. John got him. With a Welsh accent, though, we have to type the clues in chat. Retraining the brain for motion muscle. Oh yeah, retraining the brain for motion muscle memory. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
It's getting that muscle memory in there, but kind of tricky because you can do a lot more repetitions when you're doing an activity. And one of the things that Pia would do when she worked at the hospital, before she worked at the school, was she would grab a lot of my small box games that have like dice rolling in it. The Knizia game Age of War was one she used a lot.
Oh yeah.
With clients, and she'd have them rolling dice and standing, so they would stand longer when they were rolling dice.
Because a lot of times, like they'll have like a say like heart transplant or something, and we're trying to increase their endurance because they can't walk for very long, so you have to get them to stand for a little while before they can be walking a lot. But like it's so hard to stand or do some physical activity when you're tired and you're thinking about how you're tired. So we're like, we're gonna play a game. I'm gonna teach you Age of War, and they really liked it, and they tried to teach me cribbage, and they kicked my butt every single time. And I was like, I don't really. It was actually good fine motor control too, but it was
there's a conversation going on here between private investigator and Bones John. Apparently, private investigator Bones John. Private investigator has a very thick accent that Bones John can't understand, and then private investigator says, I'd be offended if it wasn't true. I'm glad. I'm guessing you guys are friends IRL.
Oh my gosh, I need better. I need way better reputation. But this is what I need. Oh, that's so expensive though. Everything is bad reputation. Okay. Sorry, town. This is what we gotta do. Elect me next year.
You get in the casino?
No, I'm
Oh.
getting a warehouse.
Oh. Oh, ooh. Plus, you're just all about the money right now.
I don't know if that's
The population is the points.
oh no.
Which is based off your reputation.
Oh no. This is bad. I'm just building a city that would be fun for me. This is where I'm very bad at these games because I lose sight of what I should be doing and I'm like, "Oh, this would be fun."
I mean, that's the sign of a good theme to me, is when you're having so much fun doing the actions that you kind of lose sight of the goal sometimes.
Oh no.
Private Investigator says, not IRL, but we are friends. He jumps in my board game streams. Oh, perfect. And helps me win against the better half. Yes. Private Investigator, we have Rye versus Pry as a saying. Re versus being my partner, and Pre versus... okay. Pre and Re. We call him a friend, though. That's great to hear. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one thing that I have definitely found during the pandemic is that more and more I'm having friends, digital friends, that I would count as real life friends, not some sort of fake version of friends.
Digital friends. Oh, just the games you
friends that
hang out in the virtual space.
I've spent more time with them virtually than I have together.
A lot of video games.
Video games, or board games.
Board games.
Mm-hmm. Did you get your
I got the money
and you have no reputation.
Ooh.
No one wants to come to your city. I mean, you have a skyscraper. You have some cool stuff there.
I do have some cool stuff. Unfortunately, it's not balanced. I think
get a condo.
I think I need something to draw the people in. I don't know.
That casino's $22. It must be really good. Gives you so much negative reputation, though.
Yeah, that's why
you get +1 income every red roof.
Is that retroactive? Don't touch that.
I would guess it's just from here on out. But if you want to look,
no.
Okay.
The next thing I think I was worried about with board game streaming was that they're gonna be like, Pia, what are you doing? Your strategy is terrible. And I would counter, I usually know my strategy is terrible, but I like hanging out. And I haven't really, I mean, no one has said, Pia, what are you doing in the chat? So it's a good community here. No one's calling me out for bad moves yet. But
I am just getting a heavy factory because I can't afford any of these.
Yeah.
They're so expensive right now, and I probably should have a better income coming in.
That's
$6
people
and $7.
So people increase my reputation.
The opposite. Your reputation increases your people.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Because did you see how I just did that? Because I had 7 reputation, I went up 7 here. It's the same way that your income works.
Got it. This is exactly how I would lose a game. I get hyper focused on making money, and then nothing else would. Did you pull out something?
I did. Yep.
Okay.
Catch up on chat here.
I'm gonna get a recycling plant. That's gonna help my reputation out. Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah, thinks I don't like her as I haven't been on her team for a while. Maybe I should switch. Can I bribe you otherwise?
Each adjacent. No, this would have been so nice. Okay, well, I'll go here.
Or else, yeah, just hang out and have fun. Yeah, it's
Two for each adjacent.
Can definitely get deep into the strategy, but I also can, the big move or the fun thing to do is as exciting for me as winning. So if I can do something cool during a game, I will be as happy as if I won. Private Investigator says, bad moves have become my shtick. I can never give good clues. The concept strategy. Says Herb's Gambit. Oh, Herb's Gambit. It's the new guitar from Strat. The Strat Edgy. Got it. Private Investigator. Bladio was lurking and then came through with the raid. Hello, Radio. Bladio. Welcome to the stream. Oh, and thanks for the follow. So we've got analog alerts here. So we've got Dr. Alan Grant here. He comes out. He thanks you for the follow. Thank you very much. He then goes back onto the raid idle and hangs out until the next follow. And I don't know when does the raid idle ever go away once the raid happens, or is it just like there's been a raid here?
Yeah, a raid has
has happened here.
It's your turn, Andrew.
Oh,
I need to be using these. This is what I need.
You gotta double your stuff.
So I can double my reputation. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch up, but the other day it did not look like I would win innovation, and I accidentally came through with a win.
Wait,
so maybe no, it's not going to.
I don't know how easy it is to come back in this one. For a second it says middle school, but I thought it said homeschool. I was like, I don't know if this game knows how homeschooling works.
If there's a middle school?
Yeah, it's right over here. Oh, I don't have enough money. All I can afford is the Office of Bureaucracy. I should double point something, actually, before I do that.
Oh, nice.
I am...
Oh, we didn't even start the timer. So, for those new to the stream, we set a timer. We start the stream once our kid is asleep. And they're doing great. Usually we have a timer going to see how long, like it's our shot clock. How long we have, well, it's the opposite. Shot clock going the other direction. But how long the baby's been asleep. But he's still fast asleep, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my income just keeps dropping. That's why I'm not making anything right now. I only have 4 income. I just doubled my bonus for my stadium, which got me a ton of reputation. I get 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So if I build another airport, then I get another income, but I get another, it's like, if there's another yellow here, then I get another +2, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably, yeah.
Yes. And then if I put this here, then that would be times.
It would double whatever is on this one, but it wouldn't double whatever's on this one.
Oh, okay, so I'll double here then, because I'm gonna go and pay 8.
Oh, and I did the double, right? So I have to get rid of something. So I'm gonna get rid of this.
So you can either double or you can grab one, but not both. Okay.
But it always gets rid of one tile.
18.
Herb's Gambit says, all right, I'm heading out. Have fun. Thanks for joining us. Herb's Gambit, it was fun having you here.
We can't wait to join your stream.
Yes. Ozman Ran, he, we just got a bunch of follows here.
Oh, thank you.
Faithless Arrow, Jibby Jibs, and Ozman Ran. Thank you so much. Here is Dr. Alan Grant. He comes out and thanks anyone who comes and follows us. And he doesn't follow them back because that is creepy. But he does say thank you. This is actually my Dr. Alan Grant toy from Jurassic Park. As a kid, he's fought many velociraptors and T-Rexes in his time, but he's been retiring for a while. But he's back out of retirement for one last job, which is the stream.
The stream. Dr. Alan Grant is a friend of the stream.
He's a friend of the stream. He's willing to do one last job.
Let's see. So I've just put this airport. I get +1, and +1 for every.
Private investigator says, I'm going to chug 5 liters of tea before work, so I have to take constant bathroom breaks. We have a story about chugging tea, but let me get me through chat real quick and then we'll tell it. Private investigator, I am still working, just making most of the toilet breaks. Nice. K-Pax is here. We're also building a town in Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Good job, K-Pax. Are you guys doing co-op Stardew Valley? Stardew
There's
Valley?
a co-op?
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was an update that they did a while back. So let us know if you two are doing that together. And the Hoppy Meeple, how's the game going? Just finished playing Hallertau. Ooh, Hallertau. That's the new Uwe Rosenberg game, right? Just know how that was.
Yeah. Was it good?
Was it good? I've heard good things, so definitely want to check it out one of these
But we
days.
want to know what you think of it, not what other people have said.
Yeah.
But, wait, Andrew, before you say your chugging tea story, can you double check here? So it's +1 and +1, so I move those up.
Yep.
And then do I go back here and I do +1 for every, or that was already the
Yeah, no,
+1.
yeah, you get it on the other one too.
So I go like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then adjacent here.
Mhm.
So then I do +2, and
Dang.
then
You got some combos rocking off there. You've got a lot of airports. Who's coming to your town?
There's a lot of ways to get to our town, but it can't really hold anyone's attention. There's not really very good reputation where it's improving because everyone wants to know about, I don't really know, our skyscraper. That's what
Everyone
they're
wants to know about your skyscraper.
They want to go and check it out. So the story that Andrews has.
Just one second. I'm gonna get through here some of the chats and then we'll tell the tea story.
Oh yeah.
We'll dangle that one in front of everyone. K-Pack says purely support of my brilliant designer architect vibe. I hope that you're giving her good good advice on where to put things in the city for the best.
And I say, Mackenzie, don't listen to him at all.
Yeah, K-Pack's friend of the stream, IRL, as you say, friends from childhood. So always fun to see him.
Childhood friends. And lender of these lights because
Oh yeah, the beautiful colors that you see out on the table and how bright our faces and the game is. You guys can thank K-Pax for that because he's helping us, letting us borrow his.
otherwise
We're not going to turn the lights off to show you, but it doesn't look very good. So
it looks like we're playing in the dark. Still, we're in an old building where the living rooms don't have overhead lights, so we had to get some string lights around the.
Bones John says, "Private investigator, you take so many toilet breaks. People think you're streaming." Was that an awful pun? I thought it worked. I did. All right, so the tea story. We promised the tea story, and then we're gonna get back to the game. Once we're done with the tea story, we're almost done with the game actually.
Which I'm surprised because we've been very off topic.
One more round just came out. This is the perfect time to take a quick break to tell the tea story. So 2 or 3 years ago, I got a sabbatical from my work, so it was about a month, and we got to go travel in China and Vietnam, and we were there in what was the name of that city that we were in?
Zhangjiajie? Or is that?
No, it was I can't remember the name of the city. Anyways,
I'll figure it out.
The place that it was where all those beautiful Chinese paintings with the domed mountains. It's based off of that area, and so we're in a city that's kind of in the midst of these beautiful mountains, and we had booked a light show, which we didn't know was going to be nearly as cool as it turned out to be, and we had a shuttle going to the light show at a certain time, so 5:30, and so we wanted to get some tea beforehand. There's a little tea shop there, so we sat down across the street from the pickup location, and we had about half an hour to go. Got some tea, and then as soon as our tea we got our tea in our hands. We found out that our shuttle showed up early and they were leaving early too. So we had to jump on there. So we have these full glasses of tea. We're like, okay, I hope we can bring this into the light show. And we get there and there's a security checkpoint at the light show. And so we go through the security checkpoint and they point to our tea and motion for us to drink the tea. And so we thought we needed to finish the tea before we went into the show. So both of us just start chugging the tea like full speed because we don't want to waste it. It was really good tea.
It was like such good tea. It was.
And we're both about halfway through the glasses, and everyone's like, no. They just wanted to see us take a sip of it so that if it was a dangerous liquid, I guess that it would prove that it was okay for us to drink. Anyways, so all of the security guards and stuff were laughing really hard that we were chugging chugging these tea.
But
that's our tea story, our chugging tea story.
But the interesting part was that we went back to that tea place and we were like, that tea was so good. We consumed it in not the pace we would have preferred, because we were chugging it. So then we bought a bunch of the tea. They didn't really sell like they did. I don't know if they did boba, but they just did kind of like. They weren't really selling tea to go. They were a little confused when we were like, we need to take this tea. But they were able to sell it to us in kind of like bulk, but they had to find a different bag to like for us to take it. But it's always nice because now that when we drink the tea, it's like, oh, the memories of being in a security checkpoint and trying to consume this liquid as fast as we could.
We did go back to the tea shop and get some tea leaves from the place.
Yeah, that's
oh yeah, sorry, I was focused in.
Andrew's blacking out.
I'm blacking out because I was just remembering.
He's still.
It does remind me. I want to drink some more of that tea. K-Pax has agreed. Agreed to private investment gamer or Bones John's. K-Pax likes the movie K-Pax. He said I had the nickname before the movie came out, and I can attest to that. He had the nickname before the movie exists, and I don't remember exactly what it's referring to, but other than part of his name. So.
Oh man, I didn't know that was a movie reference either. I feel like this makes us bad friends.
Yeah. Good luck getting you back to work, private investigator. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, feel free to lurk for a while. All right, so we have one last round. This is it.
This is not good. You're so far
ahead. You gotta make your comeback now. You're very confident coming into this game because you're like, I'm so good at
Mackenzie. I focused too heavily on making money, and no one was interested in my city. The reputation was poor.
All right, so final turn here. We've got $15 to spend, $16 to spend. Oh, I have $1 less than.
I thought that I'd be good at this game because I forgot to get my money because I played a lot of SimCity, which I've been calling the SimCity the board game, but Andrew's been correcting me, saying it's called Suburbia.
5.
I know where I went wrong, and it's always how I like. It's always my fault in these games. But I will reveal the strategy of how to lose in a moment.
We've got our private goals over here. You could make up for that, and then 3 for each adjacent of those. 1, 2, 3. That. Wow, man, these red roofs really kind of see up. And then I'll get my money. I didn't spend the money on the condos. Make sure I do that. And done everything. Got my adjacency bonuses. Oh, negative. Oh, my heavy factory thing.
I was walking around during your story because I wanted to show them a postcard of the place.
Oh, yeah.
But I have misplaced it.
Oh, classic. I think I've got everything set up for my turn here.
Greed cometh before the fall. You're right, K-Pax.
Yes.
Okay, my turn. You good?
Yep. I need to. I don't make any money, but I do make 3. 1, 2, 3. One last red roof. Oh my. Just went to the negative. I've become too popular too fast.
17. I don't have that money. Oh wait, this is, did this scoot over? I don't know, or I want to show you guys, K-Pax Mackenzie, this feature where you slide it. I know that you guys appreciate a good, you know, good design, good components, and this is pretty fun to move. I was gonna build a recycling plant. I can't afford it. Can't afford most things here. I could build a middle school. I'll build a middle school because money doesn't get me anything at the end of the day, right? It's like in this game, but also in a proverbial sense, right? I don't get anything out of having extra money. Andrew?
Yeah, sorry. I was looking into the chat. Sorry.
I would think that you would play way worse because you have to manage the chat, but I'm still doing so poorly.
This is part of your strategy. There's a conversation going on between Private Investigator and Bones John, and he added us and said when he went to watch The Lord of the Rings, he films. His friend bought him the largest Coca-Cola and drank it. Oh no, mostly during the advertisements, and so you missed part of the film to the toilet. I hate leaving a movie to go to the bathroom. It is like I will sit in pain until I absolutely can't do it. The worst example I think was watching Minority Report because I thought the movie was going to end. I had been saving. I had to go to the bathroom for so much of that movie, and then there was still another like 30 minutes to that movie, and so I almost lost it in the theater there. And then Private Investigator, I'm still digging. I got Private Investigator with the title Pig, and now have a pig as my standard image. Caught a break with that. If only I could have made something related to the rhinos.
Oh,
rhinos are the best.
No. Rewind. I'm undoing the move that I just did.
Oh. So yeah, so now I have the nicknames Private Gamer or Pig. Which one would you like to say for Private Investigator? Private Gamer or Pig? He's given us some nickname options because I've been saying his whole name this whole time.
That's very kind of you. That's very considerate. Yeah. I don't know. You're the one reading things out loud, Andrew.
Yeah. I mean, we can call you Rhino if you'd like. It sounds like you would like. So let us know if there's one you prefer. Also, I understand if there's not.
Question, Andrew. If I times 2 this, which I should have done for the other things, I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I forgot. Then do I get?
Yeah, you get that bonus.
So then
2 more and 2 more, so 4 more. Mm-hmm. K-Pax says, love the mechanical components. How many players? It is up to 5 players.
And actually, it's not mechanical, but it looks like it on stream. It's just sliding.
Yeah, it's mechanical as much as our fingers are mechanical. Rhinos also share behaviors with cows. They're curious creatures, and they get excited to run at you when you run, but you walk towards them and they'll run away. How do you stop a charging rhino? Take its credit card. Take away its credit card. Charging rhino. Got it. Good job. Tons. Found it when I got into a rhino enclosure with my friend who looks after him, and they approach you and hold your hand out, and they suckle your hand. Oh my gosh. That would be terrifying, but also relieving when all they do is suckling your hand. That's very funny. Private says, oink works. You can call me oi too. I'll still respond. Oi or oink.
Oi.
Oi. Oh, Stone Age. Yeah, Stone Age is great. Private Investigator says, if you want a good game like Civ, Stone Age.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oi says he's British, Welsh. Yes, I think yeah, you said that earlier, but that's why Oi works. Stone Age is a good game.
That's the one that we owned it, but then we gave it to one of my cousins, right?
I think we've owned it twice, but yeah, we left it in the Philippines. We had the anniversary edition and everything.
It was very fun. I saw them play it. I didn't get in on any of the games. Usually when we go to the Philippines, we just have games running all the time at my grandpa's house, because there's a lot of cousins who all like games, which is nice. But I think we gave it to Vika.
I think so, yeah. All right, so final scoring. I always have to pull up the rule book for final scoring in every game. So we're gonna do.
Oh, the stream froze. It's gone. No, just kidding.
I was like, oh no.
No one saw my big loss.
So let's.
Okay, no. Here is the action.
Do you want to do your private goal first?
Well, I want to explain that my private goal was my downfall. So usually this is my observation of myself. I'm given a private goal, and then it is like my, what's it called, the soldier, like it's the thing that I like hold on to and I'm extra loyal to, even though it probably is like to my detriment. So I wanted to be the biggest libertarian.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I didn't want to
no government buildings.
No government buildings, but
or
I think
fewest government buildings. Yeah.
So the problem was there were so many government buildings before early in the game, and I just like wasted my money not buying. Like I was buying around it.
Yeah.
The other bummer is too. The other points are for being a civil engineer and having more government buildings.
You could have gone for either one.
So it was a little bit of a
wash.
Yeah.
Mine was fewest factories, which I apparently read wrong, and I thought it was most factories. So I was trying to compete with you to get more factories, but I've had 4, and you've got a lot more than that. So
no, I don't.
You got 1, 2, 3.
No, those aren't all factories.
Yeah, the factories.
Oh, the category.
5.
I thought just actual factories.
So I did get mine. I thought I didn't.
Oh, no.
89 to 99 to 104. And then you did get yours, right? Yours is for 15.
Yeah, because you have how many government buildings? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Or 2.
Yeah. 3. Yeah, I think that. And then I've got the most government buildings.
This is bad news. Good thing that the stream can't see it. The little screen is covering the.
And I also have the highest. No, what's your reputation is the highest.
Yes.
You can get those 10 points.
Luminary. I'll take this. Luminary reminds me of the game. What's it called? Luminary. The game with luminaries.
Yeah.
The Decemberist game.
I think it's called Luminary.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
It's sitting around here. I can grab it. Illumat.
There's luminaries in there.
All right, so we'll reveal the score here in a second.
No.
Don't reveal the score. On chat here.
All we need to say is Andrew won, and you don't need to know.
Oi's talking about Stone Age and that it's Civ is like super light Civ, which is funny. He said, "Sorry, brain stopped working for a minute." I am the king of mistyping things in chat. So if you ever see me in chat and I say something crazy, then just know that's what I do all the time. And then Let's Go Kara says, I do that too. Oi says, what's your names, by the way? Don't want to call you both spam. So I'm Andrew.
I'm Pia.
And together we're Board Game Spam. But thanks for asking the names. We have an Instagram account if you want to... that's kind of where most of our pictures and stuff go, and we've got little intros there, but generally speaking, I am very much an omni gamer. I love all the games. I just love to be playing games, and am pretty happy to be playing games in most circumstances. And I love introducing people to games. I love hearing what types of games people like and what about those games people like, and then suggesting games based off of that information. So
Andrew likes to curate.
I like to curate. So most of my board game purchases, I'm like thinking of different friends to be playing with them.
Which is hard in quarantine because there's all these games sitting because he's like, I was gonna play this game with so and so and so and so, but
And
which is kind of why we've started streaming, I guess, as a way to get through some of the games, at least that we could play together, so that they're not just sitting there unplayed and sad.
And what type of gamer are you?
Oh, is that the question?
He asked us
Oh,
our names, so I figured we'd do introductions.
Here's our names and a bunch of stuff about us.
Yeah.
I guess Andrew explains that I like, and he explains this because I really don't know how to articulate my tastes, but I'm learning that I like Euro games, but where I diverge from people who are like Euro gamers is I'm heavily influenced by theme. So, but I also like, I don't know, I like dice chucking games. I usually do better in luck-based games, and oftentimes I realized, and this was something actually that we were talking to, we were in Book of Nerds' stream earlier, and we were talking about like tactical short-term planning games versus kind of the longer-term games. I usually have a hard time staying focused on those long-term games, so I love when I'm just responding and reacting. But I don't know. I typically, Andrew, he is a good guy and tries to find something that I will play. And I don't know. Would you say we're competitive? I feel like
a bit.
I think it depends on the setting.
Yeah, it depends on the setting and the game.
I feel like I get more competitive when it's a game that I've played before. So, like this one was my first round, and I really did try my best.
We did a practice round earlier today, but yeah. And then Oi says, so glad to have been part of your affiliate goal. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was super exciting. We before the stream, we were like, I wonder if we're going to make it to affiliate today or not, because we were about 7 away, which without the raids, it wouldn't have happened, of course. So we love getting that. And thanks for being a part of that. Andrew will be easy to remember. I have an Uncle Andy. Yes, there are many, many Andrews out there. It is a very common name. Pia is not as common a name. And then, okay, one sec. I'll show you my games. Autocorrect keeps changing what I type, so it looks like I didn't have a good education, says Bones John. Oh, we got a link here to see Private Investigator's games. Oh, nice. Twilight Imperium, I see. That's a highlight. That is one of my favorite games. Love Twilight Imperium. Lots of good games in here. Ooh, Shadows over Camelot and Battlestar Galactica.
We love BSG.
Love these games. Yeah. You've got a really great collection that spans a large amount of time. I feel like there's a
large amount of time in what way? Like
Battlestar Galactica and Shadows of Camelot. They're both really hard to find now, and they're older games, but they're really, really good.
Like
games.
well liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
But that's
how long have you been playing modern games, designer games? Is that the term? And not just anyone in chat can jump on the anything to delay Andrew showing his final score.
Oh, he says there's a lot of small games in the blue box. Yeah, we've got a few boxes like that too. He loves worker placement and resource management games. Even though he says I'm bad at them, but I love them. Yeah, it is fun to be, you feel like you have a direction you can improve. I love the process of getting better at a game too. So he also loves engine building games like Imagineering. Oh, he says long games. Here's the aftermath of a 4-player 12-hour-long Twilight Imperium 3 game. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, that's all the energy drinks. An important part of any Twilight Imperium day. Yeah, I can relate to the 12 hours. Pia's never joined for a Twilight Imperium game, but I've got a group that we try to meet every
quarter.
If on a good year, every quarter, but more like twice a year to play for a whole day.
All
Yeah.
the significant others are texting each other because their significant others are playing Twilight Imperium.
Mm-hmm.
They're battling for Mechatol Rex. That's
Yeah.
all I know about Twilight
Just
Imperium.
Mechatol Rex, yeah. I mean, that's a good thing to know. It's a good place to start. He says spending a lot of time to potentially lose. It hurts, but a win rules. I actually have not won yet Twilight Imperium, so I've only lost, but I've made some really great plays that kind of kept me having fun. So
Pulled off some.
but I do know some friends who it's a struggle when you're doing bad in that game because it's long.
Yeah.
He says
Andrew will always explain, like, to be able to play and have fun with Twilight Imperium, you need to be able to rise from the ashes, like, mid-game, between however many, like, 3 hours in, 4 hours in, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Battlestar Galactica is great, and he has 325 games. Oh my gosh, that's so many. Definitely not all in the picture. Ruel says, do you guys play games on Steam or Board Game Arena? I have a Board Game Arena account. I haven't used it too much. I tend to play games on Tabletop Simulator, so Steam. But I'll play anywhere where the people are. That's kind of
Andrew will go.
I'll go to the people.
As a true Omni gamer.
Yeah, the true Omni gamer. You know
Who's
what?
playing what?
Oasis TI4 is my all-time favorite game, and then Oasis started joining board game night with nothing but Munchkin, Cthulhu, and managed to make a weekly games night in Staffordshire, which grew in fame. It started with 4 people when I left. 30 plus. Oh, good job, man! That is awesome.
That
Yeah.
sounds so fun.
40 years, I guess we've always played games as a family, and we started with Monopoly. We all start with something. We started with Ticket to Ride was kind of our big first modern board game that we played.
Did you play any games when you were, like, younger?
I grew up on Monopoly. And, yeah.
I grew up on nothing. We played spoons with a deck of cards. I think that's the most we played. And Catchphrase, which isn't a board game, but I would categorize it in terms of, like, a structured activity, because usually the only structured activity my family does is, like, eating, and that's not even structured. It's like a rolling feast. So the fact that we played Catchphrase for a short amount of time is, like, an activity based, like time frame. That's
we weren't a huge game family either. I mean, we played Monopoly when friends were over, or but they happened. But Monopoly is such a long game; it's hard to Risk, I guess. But we always made those games so much more dramatic than I think they really were. There was so much negotiating in our Monopoly games. He says from 1 game to 325, which includes BSG, Shadow over Camelot, and an original print of Dreadball with typos and all of it. It is fun to have the rare games as well, especially when you started a little earlier. If you've started a little earlier and are lucky enough to have gotten them. K-Pac says, just call me the Phoenix rising from the ashes of my specialty.
I really enjoy K-Pax, the stories of when you participate in games. I feel like you're the wild card in all of them, where it's like, I don't, like, either there's like a K-Pax doesn't understand, like, there's like a lot of, you were asking a lot of questions, and then suddenly I hear, like, that you're making moves, you know, flying under the radar.
Yeah, K-Pax, you gotta watch out for him. He doesn't play a ton of board games, but yeah, he'll surprise you with a win or a big move. Same with his video game playing. He doesn't play a lot of multiplayer video games, but he'll join us sometimes and suddenly have just an amazing play. And we're like, what are you doing, K-Pax?
Well, but
he's practicing by himself just to show off.
No, my favorite board game experience, which it wasn't me, I just love the stories and the drama from board games, which Andrew tells me about, or I hear from the other room, is K-Pax, what was the game? It was a game of Shia, right? And you were trying to, like, fly through black holes, and, like, you pulled it off at some point, and then Tricky 20, who I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I think he attempted it as well, and then it just failed miserably, and it just felt like it's like It's comedy.
It's it is very funny. So anyone who knows K-Pax Legend of the Drift, it's
K-Pax Legend.
K-Pax Shia Legend of the Drift. There's a lot of luck and dice rolling in that game, but you can kind of go through the more Euro-y strategy that gets you consistent points, or you could do the more risky strategies, which could get you more points, but could also destroy you. And so
That has
K-Pax,
K-Pax name all
he
over.
100% did risky moves the whole game and destroyed all of us. And then our friend tried to do the same thing in the next game and only earned a couple points through the whole game. So
Tricky 20.
yeah, 20. So let's go. Caro says started getting into board games in 2014. Yes, we started in 2012, which is kind of weird to say at this point because it feels like it's just a little while ago.
Yeah, that's true.
So I love your about page, by the way. It's super welcoming. It's so true. Fun is where you find it. Fun is where you find it is my grandpa always said that. Actually, is an old family adage. But yeah, we just wrote that yesterday, I think.
Yeah,
so thank you for the compliment.
I'm glad that you read it. I was like, when I was typing it, I was like, I don't know if people read these things, but I'm glad that you connected with it.
Yeah, and I left the group to move back to Wales, and it's still going. Yeah, that's the sign of a good group is if it can go when the person who started, if it can keep going when the person who started it has moved on or left.
Oh, totally. So, that sounds
you
so
left a legacy
fun.
that you're proud of. That sounds like very, very true. Let's go, Carl. Agreed. Thanks, Ruel. Private Boy says, I keep wanting to read the whole thing. Also, take super good care of my games without making people nervous about breaking stuff, so they're always neat, tidy, and well kept, but doesn't stop people from enjoying the game. Yeah, that's a hard thing to balance. I probably go towards the taking care of it. I'm not as good at taking care of it. I'm not very careful, but
there is a game.
I want to just be having fun with it, but also sometimes I need to be better. I don't sleep my games are very often unless it comes with sleeves or something like that. So
we met someone when we were in the Philippines. We did kind of like a impromptu board game night at a cafe. This was last year, and we kind of put it together because my cousins wanted to play games. There was a bunch of us, and there really wasn't a house that could fit everybody. And one of my cousins invited some of his board game friends, and then they came, and they definitely take care of their games a lot more. And I hadn't really encountered anyone, because Andrew is usually the supplier of the board games. So it's kind of all I know is how Andrew takes care of his board games. And so when I saw this guy bring his games, I was like, oh, we are like, in comparison to him, just giant slobs. But it was fun. He was like, I don't think he ever made me feel nervous about the games, but just the way he was coming in, like, and the way he was bringing them in, I think I was like, oh, I should be careful. But an example of this is atypical, but there's definitely a game or a Takenoko that I don't know if we own it anymore, but it was like soaked in sake only because there was like Andrew and his friend who was in town were just getting super into the Japanese theme of the game, and they were
drinking a lot of sake,
probably drink other things beforehand too. And so the sake and probably beer did not mix, but it was like so soaked. I was like, this is a problem. And I think our friend felt really bad.
We don't do that. That was the only game that
well, that's why I said it's atypical.
Yeah, atypical.
But I just remember he felt so bad, and we were like, you know what? Now we know not to be drinking anywhere close to our games in this way. I mean, we still drink around our games, but
Boy says favorite story is the TI3 image. Yeah, Twilight Imperium provides some of the best stories. Bones Johnson's Camel Up is funny to play if people get into the spirit of it. I wanted to play Camel Up. I've shown it to you a few times. I don't think.
Is it a dexterity game?
No, it's like a betting game with camel racing.
Oh, we have some friends that love betting. So
yeah, I know people would like it in our group. I'm pretty sure. Oasis once we were on the final turn. Oh, this is his TI3 game.
Oh.
My friend wanted to see if he could beat my fleet just for fun. I agreed, so he put all points in fleet and one in command to move them. He moved onto my system. As he's about to roll for combat, I used tactical retreat, moved out. I didn't even let him find out if he would have won. Oh my gosh, it's so brutal. He sat there for 5 minutes looking at the table once I packed up. Oh, That sounds painful. We were worried he was about to flip the table. Yeah, I might be worried too. After 5 minutes, he went on a rant about how I'm a bad person for always having a dagger in my back pocket in games. We're still friends. That's good. It's always good to maintain those friendships. But that's really funny. That reminds me of in high school, one of my favorite moments in Risk. So we were playing Risk. We were over at a friend's house, and Risk goes long, as everyone knows. And we
Is it risk or diplomacy?
It was Risk.
Oh, okay.
I only played diplomacy once, and I didn't finish it.
That's
that
another
one
story.
almost did end some friendships. But anyways, back to Risk. So we were playing Risk, and we were over at a friend's house, and we were, I think, kind of overstaying our welcome, and he was getting some signals from family members that we needed to leave soon. And so we were like, okay, there's only 2 of us left in Risk. We're like, okay, let's sign a peace treaty. So I asked the guy to write up the peace treaty, and then we would call it a tie. And so
Wait, hold on. I don't know anything about Risk. Is that a part of the game?
That is not technically part of the game at all.
Okay.
It was just we were going to concede to the game being over, and I wanted to make it dramatic and fun. And so and so I had him write up the peace treaty, and I was in high school, so I'm just gonna have to say that this is probably not the nicest thing I've ever done in my life. But he gave me the peace treaty, and then I asked for a lighter, and I burned the peace treaty, and then I continued to finish the game and beat him because I knew I could beat him. That was probably one of my more brutal moments in a game, and
Are you
Is
still
that-
friends?
no, but not because
Of that.
Yeah.
Hey, Max, did you see this? This is the burning of the peace treaty. This is a new story for me.
I thought I told that one to you.
I don't know. It doesn't surprise me because it's so dramatic, but it does surprise me in that it's so mean. But I do know that you like to throw in once a year ridiculous move.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Bones Job says Robo Rally is funny to play, but the original is impossible to find. Yes, I've heard great things about the original, and he says the second edition has become hard to find, and third is supposed to be not as good. Yeah, I've heard the same thing about the third. I did get to play the third edition at Shucks
Oh.
last year, and I thought it was fun, but I have nothing to compare it to the earlier editions.
Oh, did you play third? Is it what you said?
What was that?
You played third.
The newest edition. Yeah. So I've heard it's not as good, but I still had a good time with it. I don't know. I think the art isn't as good now. I've heard Shut Up and Sit Down has some strong opinions about it, but
You don't have anything.
I didn't grow up with it, so yeah, I don't know the older editions. But it would be cool to get your hands on it, to see what it's like. Oi says Cash and Guns is a friendship ender. Bone John's youth. You think you know someone?
Definitely.
Bone John, the best way to find someone's character is playing a super tense versus game with them. Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually as I said, typically like Euro games. I like the puzzle of it, and I think usually like after work, that's what I want to play, is something like on my own. But I recently listened to a episode of Board Game Barrage, and they were just talking about those like tense moments and like those memorable moments, and I was like, oh man, I do really like those, whether or not I'm a part of it. I feel like board games facilitate such an interesting like memory, especially if like your friendship can handle it, right? Because I feel like there's times where I hear about the games that Andrew plays, or even we have a friend, a couple that we play with, and I think I sang this earlier in another stream, but I learned to like aggressive games because of them, because they were like, there's a move that I made and they were like, I hate you, but I respect you. And I was like, ooh, this kind of feels fun. Like this type of game, or like that type of tension and release, that I was like, oh, with the right people, this is like, it's fun to play these types of games. At least for me, once in a while. You can't get enough of them, but I think it's because we don't have a whole lot of people to play those type of backstabby games. So
yeah, Twilight Imperium twice a year is very satisfying in that way. All right, so I did forget we didn't reveal our scores. Yeah.
Oh no.
you almost got out of it. So our final scores Do you want to say yours first?
I don't want to.
47. PS 47 to 119.
I think there must have been
I just have
something.
to rub this one in a little bit.
I think there must have been something I wasn't reading. No, I totally believe that's my score. I lost sight of what I was doing.
Yeah, you just got to get the reputation up earlier. I was generating like 8 points a turn for a few turns.
Yeah. No, well, once I got the reputation going, I was like, oh, that's what it feels like. I'm going to remember this. But no, that was fun. I do like it. I definitely want to try again. Maybe tomorrow? I want to... This is the nice thing about us streaming lately, too, is we've been able to play more games a couple of times. So, one, I can actually enjoy knowing the rules before, like, forgetting them. But, man...
Well, alright, so Bones John says, so original game had most lasers and crazy conveyor belts. Second edition, not as many lasers and conveyor belts. Third edition is even less lasers. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I could probably see that as, that seems accurate. From the third edition that I played, it didn't seem like the lasers and conveyor belts seemed to play a huge part of the game. So probably just less chaos. And that game seems to be probably more fun with more chaos. So. But I think we're gonna wrap up here. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'm gonna see if, and I've never done this before. I'm gonna see if I can raid another channel, see if anyone's online in the board game.
We'd love to send everyone, or at least the lurkers, to the next spot, but we're just learning this, so we appreciate everyone's patience.
Gonna try to figure this out. It's our first time raiding someone. But we love to see who is online.
But thanks for chatting. Andrew and I were just talking about how it's fun to, we play games probably daily now, which usually we didn't do this before the pandemic, but it always makes, I think, the evenings we stream a lot more, I don't know, a lot more interesting, a lot more memorable. Because it kind of feels like you're at a board game cafe and you're checking over someone's shoulder and you're like, oh, do you like this game? And just kind of chit-chatting, which that's what I like about board games. You like the games and the social interaction. I like the social interaction between the moves. And then the games are the bonus for me. But
looks like there's someone who's Twitch streaming all day and someone who is Twitch streaming Great Western Trail. And a game design. So throw in the chat anyone, if anyone has any preferences here.
Where should we send you and the lurkers?
Yeah, where would you guys like to go?
The other day, I looked up what lurking was. We're very new to it, to Twitch, but it's a lot of fun. Let's see.
Oh, I have a friend with a new channel. We can read. Yeah, we could read them. They're not related to this channel. Never mind. Thank you for we can read. What's their name? We'll just.
Thanks for joining. Love it, definitely.
JD now. All right, let's get that going. And.
You have a good night.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna go into. It looks like he's playing Call of Duty, so it's gonna be a little bit different than board games.
But why not?
But why not? Let's give him a good night, and I always love Call of Duty. So.
Thanks for joining.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for reading.
Yeah, super chill Aussie streamer, sweet. I'm excited to check them out. You guys all have a good night, and I guess here we go.